Monday. Today is the day I get Staples out. Right, Landon? Landon, show everyone how cute your outfit is. With your fancy little shirt. Your fancy shirt with your suspenders and your bow tie. So this is only the second morning that I have been downstairs before breakfast. Brandon is getting them some breakfast ready. And just Christmas morning and this morning. I'm sitting here reading my book. I didn't read at all yesterday. We need to get through this thing. And Brandon, he's getting the boys breakfast. He's getting me breakfast. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. I've got no content. Got 2 teething boys. The other day I had called the dentist because Elias has been chewing on everything. And so I was like worried that his teeth were hurting because we haven't taken him to his last 2 cleanings. And they just really quickly were like, oh yeah, it's his molars. So to just give him stuff to chew on that he can chew on. I've been laying here just kind of resting my eyes all morning. It's just about their lunchtime. Brandon's going to come down and do my syringe. Spokane called and said, it's been 3 weeks since your surgery. We really need to figure out you coming in. And I'm like, it's creating so much anxiety for me because with the 6-hour drive, which would ultimately be 12 hours because we have to come back, and with the winter roads, I'm just like, no, I'm not going. Also, my leg is hurting really bad. It feels kind of like in my hip, like my hip is out of joint or out of socket. It hurts really bad. But I rested all day yesterday. I haven't been walking around. So I'm like, am I just extra stiff? I don't know what's happening because this is definitely a new pain. It's not even a surgery pain. It's not an incision thing. It's like a dull ache that feels like my hip is out of joint. Here is my bruised up belly from all my shots that I get to get.
1, 2, 3. All right.
I filmed that even though I can't watch it myself. Well, I just spent the day in the emergency room. My first ambulance ride. I woke up this morning, I don't know if I shared this or not, but I was having some new pain in my right leg. It's like a deep, dull pain that I hadn't had before. And then I went and sat downstairs in the recliner and just sat there and rested because my leg was in pain. And then about the boys' nap time, I had to get up to dump my drains, and I was like hesitant to stand up because I knew it was going to be painful. Finally did it. I stood up, and I'm right next to the desk that's downstairs, and I immediately just lay over top of it because I felt like I was getting dizzy and lightheaded and shortness of breath. Once that kind of passed, I walked upstairs, and Brandon, so when I was downstairs on the desk, Brandon was saying he was going to call 911, and I was like, no, that's stupid. And then by the time I got to the top stair, I was like, call them, because I could hardly breathe, and I was feeling like I was going to black out, like my sound was like in a tunnel. I went and sat down in the chair in my room, and then the EMTs got there, and they asked me if I could walk down the stairs, and I said, I will try. And as soon as I stood up, I immediately started to get lightheaded, and I was like, I can't, I'm sorry. So they had to strap me into this like wheelchair thing, and then they had to carry me down the stairs. And then I rode in the ambulance for the first time. Get to the hospital. They did blood draws. They did an EKG. Everything came back normal. They sent me to do a CT. Everything was normal. And then to just be positive that it's not blood clots, they did an ultrasound. And that was normal as well. The doctor said his best guess was that it was like a pocket of fluid that had built up and wasn't being drained. And this morning, like when I moved to get up, it like burst. It had a fancy name, but he thinks the fluid burst, which is ultimately why it was causing pain. And like it's also crazy because when we were at the hospital, I was telling him like my drains need dumped because that was why I was going upstairs. So they dumped my drains, and like almost immediately my one drain was half full again. She dumped them like 4 times while I was there. I was there from about 1 to 7. So in 6 hours she dumped them 4 times. They weren't completely full every time, but just the fact that it was even enough to dump was insane. So now Brandon's helping the boys get down. I pretty much have every intention of just like staying in my room upstairs, because like going up the stairs takes a lot out of me. So pretty much just stay in my room and stay where the bathroom is. So I'm just praising God that Brandon was home today, because that could have been completely terrible. I will probably say goodnight now. Goodbye.